Welcome back, you guys. My name is Michael, in case you didn't already know, and today we are going to be counting down the top 5 troops in Clash of Clans right now. Now, as a quick disclaimer, this is my top 5, and you may have different feelings towards certain troops, so if you disagree with my list, let me know your top 5 in the comments below. And if you want to see more top 5s like this, make sure to smash that like button, and let's see if we can smash 2.5 likes on this video. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. Starting it off at number 5, we have the Valkyrie. Now the Valkyrie can shred through a base in record time. Under Rage or Haste, it can rush to the core and take out everything in its path. It used to be an almost unused card until its most recent huge buffs, where Valks became the meta for a short while. Until players learned how to defend against them. However, to this day, they are still a very powerful troop, and they can still rip their way to the core. And they can also cost the attacker a raid if they aren't lured from the clan castle properly on defense. Next up in the number 4 spot is the Hog Rider. Now the Hog Rider is used mostly in the Town Hall 7 to Town Hall 9 range, and the reason they did not place higher is because Hogs almost become non-existent once multi-targeting Inferno Towers are introduced. Hog Riders are fairly overpowered for Town Hall 7s to 9s, especially now that Big Bombs no longer deal double damage to Hogs. Hog Riders are consistently used in wars and consistently bring home 3 stars. Hogs are used as standalone armies with mass hogs or as hybrid attacks like Go-Ho. So paired with heal spells, they can be very tough to stop. Sadly though, they do not provide as much value on defense. In the number 3 spot is the Lava Hound. Now the Lava Hound is the tankiest troop in the game and is unlocked at Town Hall 9, and it immediately opens up for a new attack strategy. The Lava Loon combo is one of the best attack strategies to use at the moment. It's fairly cheap compared to other strong armies, and it can help farm loot, and it can get 3 stars and more. The Lava Hound and the Lava Loonian remains a popular attack strategy all the way to Town Hall 11. Not to mention the Lava Hound can be super effective on defense, considering it's the troop with the most hit points in the entire game, and when it's killed, it splits into up to 14 lava pups. The lava pups then continue to distract and shoot at the attacking troops, or on offense, they can clean up the surrounding buildings. Number 2 is the Dragon. The Mighty Dragon is a powerhouse as soon as it's unlocked at Town Hall 7, all the way up until it's maxed at Town Hall 11. The Dragon remains the most popular clan castle troop on defense, and that's all for a reason. The Dragon is a super tanky troop that can also dish out lots of damage. And when it's not busy ruining your opponent's attacks, it's usually used in mass drag attacks to 3-star bases. Especially at Town Hall 7 and 8, mass drag attacks are consistently used to get 3 stars and more, paired with either Rages or Zapquake. As you progress in the game, drags start to thin out as they are not used as much on offense. They are still quite capable of getting solid 2 stars in war for Town Hall 11 and 10s, however other attack strategies generally take priority over the drags. One downside to using drags is that they can drain your Elixir storages quite quickly, as the dragons are not really a cheap troop. Alright, before I get into the best troop in Clash of Clans, here are some honorable mentions that didn't quite make the cut. First, we have the Healer, who is a super strong support card, and it's a very nice addition to a giant whiz attacks at Town Hall 7 and up, and can also make for super valuable Queen Walks at Town Hall 9 and up. The Healer didn't quite make the cut simply because it is a support card that can't do much on her own and is mainly used to strengthen the other troops or heroes. Next is the Bowler. The Bowler is one of the newest cards added to the game and has become very popular, especially with Town Hall 10s and 11s. With the double bounce from his boulder, it gives him the longest range in the game. And the reason it didn't make the top 5 is because it's unlocked so late in the game and is usually unavailable to most of the players in the game. Also because I still felt that most of the troops in this list are still better than the Bowler. However, I should mention that I am a little partial to the Bowler just because I am awful at using it. Anyways, lastly is the Baby Dragon. Now the Baby Dragon is a unique troop that gets its own rage when it's not around any other air troops. And right now though, it's mostly used 2 or 3 at a time just to create funnels for your kill squad towards the inside of the base. Plus, I still felt it wasn't quite as useful or as good as the other troops in the list. Anyways, finally in the number 1 spot is the Balloon. Now, to say the least, the balloon is a very heavy hitter, and it has the highest damage output of any troop in the game, and if that wasn't enough, it also has a death damage after it's killed. The balloon is the very first air troop to unlock, and at the early Town Hall levels, limited defenses can actually target it, leaving the cannon and mortars almost insignificant towards it. The balloon paired with the Lava Hound and or minions makes for one of, if not the best army compositions in the game. With balloons being the backbone of that strategy, it's a solid strategy for 3 stars in war and getting millions of loot while farming. Balloons on defense can be devastating as well. If the attacker is unable to lure, or even if they do, the balloons can wreck an attack. Having 6 or 7 max balloons come out on defense can take care of a golem in seconds. And if an attacker goes with a hog, miner, bowler, or Valkyrie attack, they will have a very hard time, to say the least. A downside is that the balloons can only target ground troops, so any air attack, it's as if you didn't really have any CC troops at all. So that's going to wrap up the countdown of my top 5 troops in Clash of Clans. I want to know what you guys thought of my list, so write me a comment down below in the comment section along with what top 5 you think I should do next. I was thinking of maybe doing a top 5 troops for a specific Town Hall level, as that was a hard part of coming up with this top 5, comparing and contrasting for different Town Hall levels. So let me know what Town Hall you are down in the comments below, and I will do a top 5 for the most voted Town Hall. Anyways, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.